Hello everyone, today I'm going to get right into it. Lincoln says that their design language is elegant without being over the top. I certainly agree. This car is tastefully designed and looks very good in person. The welcome mat and approach lights are a nice touch. Take a look at this top trim model. The trunk is reasonable in size and splits 60-40. The back seat is average with limited headspace for those over 6 feet, an honest compromise given MKZ's sexy C-pillar. This car is more about the front passengers though, and the luxury appointments are first rate. Soft touch materials where it counts, high quality touch points. If comfort is your priority, this vehicle is for you. Lincoln is not trying to please everyone with MKZ, and despite having a 3-setting suspension, they were all pretty comfortable, with the mid-setting being best for me. The seats in front are of average comfort, but the leather quality is excellent, and even the base model comes with good leather. On the highway, the active noise control and insulation make it a pleasant cruiser, nice and quiet, the way it should be in a Lincoln. I think most people will probably buy the 4-cylinder or the hybrid, as they seem to be good values at $43,000 Canadian. Driving around in this Lincoln was a pleasing affair, a solid entry, often overlooked and worthy of your consideration. This particular engine is the 400 horsepower, 400 pounds of torque turbo V6 all-wheel drive, though it feels a bit slower. This is possibly because of the transmission, a 6-speed with paddle shifters you will never use. It does 14.2 liters in the city and 9.2 liters on the highway. Here are my thoughts on the road. Hello car lovers, driving the 2018 Lincoln MKZ. This is the 400 horsepower model, but it doesn't feel like 400 horsepower. What about this vehicle? Well, I think the top 3 things that you have to remember about this car is that it is geared for comfort. And then the second thing is it's geared for comfort. And then the third thing is it's geared for comfort. Very comfortable, very smooth ride. I think it's not aiming for 20-year-olds. However, there's a lot of people surprisingly who like that. I like the way Lincoln combined the slick, kind of sporty exterior with the super comfort interior. I think that could appeal to a lot of people. Starting price in Canada, pretty interesting, $42,000 for the 2-liter turbo. It comes with all-wheel drive. You can also get the hybrid for a little bit more, $43,000 I think, and then you can get this monster. Is this really worth it? I don't know. It feels expensive. I think probably the hybrid model or maybe the 2-liter turbo. Ross doesn't like it. He thinks it may lack a bit of power, but I think it could be good. What you really need in big cars like this is torque, and the 4-liter turbo could do it. I think it could do the job, especially concerning the price. Another thing that's really good is you get the prestige service from Lincoln. What does that mean? For the first 4 years, 80,000 kilometers, I believe they go to your house, drop off a car, pick up your car, do the oil change. You never have to go to the dealer. I can't stand going to the dealer, and that is awesome. Interior feels really good, high quality finish everywhere. Ford's really improved on that, or I should rather say Lincoln really improved on that. Really nice. Nice sunroof here. Pretty good visibility despite having a really sloping windshield. In the back, on the sides, the rear windshield is a bit narrow. In the back, Ross makes the remark, the seats are a bit tight, especially for the headroom. If you're over 6 feet, if you have passengers over 6 feet, might be a little tight back there. But under 6 feet, you should be okay. When you buy it in the base model, what's interesting is you can option up the sound system as a standalone option. So you may end up saving money depending on how you option your car. What about the infotainment interface? Pretty good. It's the Sync 3. You also have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, which is nice. Listen, I can't complain about this interior. It's really good. On the highway, super quiet, really luxurious. And you know, the torque from this engine, I like an engine with a lot of torque because it gives you that feeling of luxury that the others don't. You know, you just press a little bit, it just pushes you forward. That's really nice. So I think it's a good lease. I think if you want comfort and good looks, really this is a good option. I think under shopped, by people who are in this category. I know that's kind of like what I like in cars, and I got an Acura TLX. I didn't even shop for this car, and I'm not saying that I regret it a lot, but I'm saying, wow, this is really something I could drive every day. And those are my thoughts. So if you like the channel, why don't you subscribe? There's a button down below. You subscribe, and by subscribing, all my future videos will appear in the news feed. I do the videos in English and in French, so the ones that if you speak English, just don't listen to the ones in French. And that is the review.